Did you know that the average investor...
I think as a creator and as someone who's driven, you can ever truly be happy with your work.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic.
It's nice to know that I've got myself to this point, nobody else has dragged me along.
So I need to find a distraction.
I absolutely love my YouTube channel. Absolutely love it to the ground.
YouTube is one of the most notable platforms on the internet. Founded in 2005, the platform that was once a fledgling company has since grown to accommodate over 2.24 billion users worldwide and over 37 million content creators on the platform. With names like PewDiePie, KSI, Dude Perfect and many more, it is no surprise that so many people want to be an influencer. Even you watching this video right now will have had that thought pass through your head at some point in time. But what is it like to be a YouTuber? I've asked 3 different content creators, Damien Talks Money, Swerve and Shadows, about their job as a YouTuber to find out what is the reality of being a YouTuber.
So my name is Swerve, I make loads of Jurassic content, so anything to do with Jurassic World, whether it's video games, canonical movies, TV series, stuff like that. Anything Jurassic World related basically. At the point in time, I think I just hit 127,000 subscribers.
Hello, my name is Shadows. I'm a YouTuber. I create all kinds of content, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. If you like dinosaurs, go on to YouTube, hit subscribe. It'll be the best decision you ever make in your life.
I make the investing world something that anyone can do and make it so that you can take control of your financial future and kind of set yourself up for life without needing to be a genius. I worked for an accountancy company prior to going full-time on YouTube, and I got furloughed for 4 weeks. And I'd always been interested in finance YouTube and thought I could give it a go. So I started then. Yeah, it just went well from the day one.
Professionally, I started in April of 2018. I was doing other content like FIFA, COD. Wasn't working out as well. I had something like 500 subscribers, wasn't working out as too good. I was thinking maybe Jurassic Park. And I noticed that that was my first video that got 1,000 views. So I noticed the new game Jurassic World Evolution was releasing in June 2018, I think. I had about 5 videos lined up for something of the sort to see if it would do well. And first night, I think it had like 4,000 views. So next day continued, and now I get to the point where I'm at now, where I've been doing it for 4 years nearly.
So I started YouTube, must have been back at the end of 2020. Me and my partner were playing a game called The Owl, which is a dinosaur game, believe it or not. And I was literally playing that, and someone literally typed in the chat, "Oh, you must be a YouTuber," because I was playing the game. And I was thinking, well, if I'm playing the game and people think I'm a YouTuber, I may as well just upload these videos to YouTube. So I created the channel back then, and that's how it basically all started, and that's why it started. Not for anything else, just because I was enjoying the game and wanted to upload it to a channel so people could watch it.
Yeah, this is where all the magic happens. So over the lifetime of the channel, there's been about 2.2 million views, and then 59,000 subscribers. But as you can see, it's kind of peaks and troughs. You kind of take the rough with the smooth. When GameStop happened, which was like a huge event for the investing world, my channel blew up, and I remember at that point thinking, oh, I'm set here. 500 subscribers a day, I'll be on 100k in a few months, and then it just completely died off. But I've kept going, and now I'm back up to the 500 again. So I think, you know, with this, you've got to be able to take the fact that it's not a straight line upwards with the growth. You know, the key thing I go for is if I can get 20% of my subscriber count to watch each video within 7 days, and that keeps growing, then I'm fine. So, you know, at 100k subs, I would hope that every single video would get 20,000 views within 7 days. I currently smash that at the minute, but if I can hold that metric long term, I'll be fine.
10.1 million YouTube channels have over 1,000 subscribers as of March 2022. What's crazier is that this is only 8.86% of all YouTube channels. If you want to take this further, if you hit 10,000 subscribers, your channel will be in the top 1.75 of all YouTube channels. Once you hit 100,000 subscribers, this drops even further to 0.28% of all channels, which only gets crazier from there. However, with all of this to celebrate, an article by Vice highlighted the lonely life of a professional YouTuber, which showcased despite the success of a YouTuber called Will NE, he had a major trade-off: the fact he spends most of his time alone in front of his computer working on his videos, indicating that YouTube, although being a massively positive platform, has its negatives.
I read a quote once that was like, as a YouTuber, you reach thousands and speak to no one. So like 60,000 people might watch a video, but it's just me in this room here, sat here, by myself all the time, staring at a computer screen. I can go days sometimes without leaving the house, and the whole process is time consuming and frustrating. At every point there's like this level of frustration of like, you set everything up and then your microphone doesn't work for some reason. It takes you 5 hours to figure it out. And then also just, I mean, it's, you know, it's a good problem to have, I guess, but the responsibility of having thousands of people judging your work every single week and the anxiety that comes with that is something I wasn't prepared for. If you mess up at work, like your normal job, your boss might have a go at you. If you mess up on YouTube, thousands of people think you're an idiot. When I first started making videos, I had the music levels too loud on a video. So when I uploaded it, because the music will play differently through different devices, so iPhone tends to jack the music, and I didn't really know that. So you just couldn't hear the video, and there was just hundreds of comments of people going, oh, I can't watch this is really bad, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't sleep for 3 days because I thought I'd ruined my YouTube channel.
There was a bit of drama between me and a couple other YouTubers. It was weird because, you know, at some points I was getting like a really bad kind of like rep from his fan base. And then from the other person's fan base, I was getting a good rep. So it was nice seeing loads of supportive messages, but it was also quite annoying to get loads of bad messages for something that I haven't really done. So it's definitely difficult to defend your own corner when you're in the position that you get in when you're at this stage, really.
Probably not a lot of YouTubers like to talk about. Like, obviously, my worst experience is when you expect a video to do really well and it doesn't. And that's extremely demoralizing, where you've put your heart and soul into a video. You spent, I don't know, days, weeks, putting everything into this video, and you think, oh my God, this is going to be an absolute belter now. And you upload it and no one watches it. One of my worst experiences personally is when, back when I started YouTube, I've got out of the habit now, but when I started YouTube, I'd always used to compare myself to other YouTubers, and I would get so disheartened because I'd see their content and I compare to my own content, and I think, why isn't my content doing as well? I think mine is as good as, and I would really beat myself up over that because I think that's harsh because my content is the same. And that was always a hard battle for me to face personally. And you know, you see a lot of content from other YouTubers out there, and I find that really, really hard. And it's so competitive as well. But yeah, that's one of my personal battles.
After hearing this, you might be thinking YouTube is all doom and gloom, but in reality it's actually quite different. It's quite the contrary. With every job there's a downside, and YouTube is of course no exception. But there's a reason why countless people come to YouTube to make content, and there's a reason why people stay on the platform. There's a reason why all of these content creators here still make the content that they make on YouTube, and why their YouTube channels are still afloat.
When I first started, I thought it'd be the money. It's one of the main reasons I started, was to earn some extra money, but in reality, it's the comments, you know, people saying that I've changed their lives and helped them start investing, and also people coming up to me in the street and being like, oh, you're that guy. That's kind of nice.
The fan base. Definitely. It's so nice to see that people are happy every single day just from your content. You know, you see messages that are always going to be hateful, you know, but they're always overlooked when you see people that are like, oh, you made my day, I was having a bad day, and it was nice to watch some funny content, some interesting content and stuff like that. So definitely being able to have a nice community like that.
The most rewarding part, well, there's always, everyone says this, and it is a bit of a cliche, but everyone always says, oh, it's the community and the people who back you up and watch the videos. And I absolutely agree. It is a phenomenal feeling when you post something and people engage with it and they absolutely love your content and they're commenting back and forth, left and right. I think that's fantastic, but that's one huge part because that really keeps me going. But another part is obviously the financial incentive. Now, I don't think a lot of YouTubers really say this, but a financial incentive is absolutely massive, especially if you want to use that for your income in the future. And the financial driver, as well as the engagement of all the community, are the real main drivers for me.
Whenever a new YouTube channel is created and a new YouTuber starts their journey, they usually fail at the same hurdles, whether it's being overconfident while diving into the channel, or the thought of going in to make a quick buck off of a YouTube channel that they have made.
So there's three elements to YouTube. You need to make the content, that you want to make, that you can make every single week in, week out, and talk about it. You need to make content that people want to watch, and then you also need to make content that YouTube wants to have on its platform. For me, you need to identify a niche, think, is there traffic here? And is there something that I can do differently to every single other person within that niche so that I can stand out? If you just go into a niche and copy what everyone else does, though, you're just going to get drowned out within that and not go anywhere. So you need to offer something quite, different, whatever that is.
All it takes is that one lucky thing to boost your content, boost it up, but always go in professionally. Don't go from where it's just bad videos, bad quality. Have an understanding of how to produce videos first, have a good quality of videos, and then jump into something that you've been studying for a long time, and you've learned the algorithm, learned with everyone else and how it all works. Once you jump into that, I guarantee you'll get a decent amount of following from that just in itself. And if there is a content out there that you don't really see but you want to see, why not produce it yourself? You know, I guarantee if you're thinking that, there will be other people thinking that as well.
YouTube is a fast-moving and fast-growing platform with over 720,000 hours of video uploaded onto YouTube every day. For a YouTuber, they have to make sure they are ahead of the curve. News channels have to cover news before their rivals do, and entertainment channels have to keep on top of the newest trend. However, this has a toll. It is widely known that burnout is one of the main reasons for channels to slow down and YouTubers to ultimately decide whether they don't exactly like uploading onto the platform anymore and want to choose a different career path. But do these YouTubers like their channel, or are they already feeling the pressure of being a YouTuber?
I like what I've achieved with my channel. I don't like all the content that I make. There's a lot of content that I don't think it's very good, that's got hundreds of thousands of views. I've learned over time that I'm not a good judge of my own work. I'm really bad at saying if something's good or not. I make videos now and I think they're awful. And if you compare them to what I used to make, there are obviously better videos. I don't think as a creator and as someone who's driven, you can ever truly be happy with your work, because then you just stop evolving. And if you stop evolving on YouTube, you just die.
It's taken me ages to get here. I'm very glad I'm here. It's nice to know that I've got myself to this point. Nobody else has dragged me along or constantly shouted me out to get to this point. I've worked day in, day out for the past 4 years to make sure that this channel works. And at the point where it's at, it's fantastic. And the growth it's getting is better than some of the bigger channels as well. So I'm really glad at the point where I'm at now, yeah.
I absolutely love my YouTube channel. Absolutely love it to the ground. I'm mad over it. I'm phenomenal over it. I'm even wearing my own merch. That's how mad I am over it. Yeah, I absolutely love my YouTube channel. And I can understand why people don't. But I'm in a position where I absolutely love my YouTube channel. And yeah, I do everything I can to try and make it the best it can be.
The internet is ever changing. Multiple platforms come and go, with the likes of heavyweights like Vine crashing out and Twitter recently being bought by Elon Musk. Everything is unpredictable. The same goes for both YouTube and YouTube channels. One day a YouTuber could be hitting new highs, while the next day their channel could be in steep decline.
All I ever think about is this going to last? Is it all just going to end? You know, am I going to say something that people don't like? Have I ruined my channel? I think you can't plan too much ahead with YouTube because you don't know how well a video is going to be received. I could sit here right now and say, oh, I want to get to this and this over a course of a year. I could make one video and it could blow up, and before you know it, I've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You can't plan for that. What I would try is starting a new channel in a different niche. I'm going to try and start a second channel in a different niche that doesn't involve me being sat in front of camera. But yeah, if it wasn't to work out, then I would need to go and just get a job.
I don't really know what I'd do afterwards. Again, it's something like, I have a video of me somewhere where I was about 6 or 7 years old playing Pokemon, recording my DS, and it was something like someone's YouTube channel. I was saying like a name that I wanted to be originally. So I've always wanted to do something of the sort with YouTube.
I always have a plan. I'm very I suppose planned out. I've got a little board in my house and I've got what I'm doing for the week and then what I'm doing for the month and what are my goals, and I'm very focused like that. So I've always got a plan of where I'm going to be short term, medium term and long term. If I haven't got 1 million subscribers in 5 years, I think I'd have to take a long hard look at what I'm doing and how I'm going to get there and reevaluate my goals, because I'm definitely a driver and I want to be in a place in 5 years' time where I can say, yeah, I've definitely got a substantial fan base and I'm doing pretty well on the YouTube front. So I'd love to say 1 million subscribers. I know it's the cliche, but that's what I want to go for. Shoot for the stars, they say. Shoot for the stars.